was adopted by a military family, and my mom kept the third baby, or the first. I was the third baby, was the last and the smallest and everything.
Oh.
So my parents were stationed in San Diego,
Mm-hmm.
so we went back to San Diego as a baby. I was adopted,
Mm-hmm.
and I went to elementary school there, and then they were transferred to Hawaii.
Mm-hmm.
So I lived in Hawaii for like 3 years, and I've got some really strange stories that happened over there.
Mm-hmm.
Then I came back to San Diego. I finished out elementary school, and this kid got transferred to my school, and he kept calling me Leslie. I kept saying, "Why you call me Leslie?" He's like, "Because I went to this school, and this guy, my friend, looked just like you, identical." So I went home and told my mom. I'm like, "Oh yeah, that's your brother. He was adopted." Blah blah blah. So they had the parents' number, and they called up. We got together and took pictures, and we played. I think I was in the 6th grade. So in '78 or '79, we moved to Oregon, and I continued. We moved into the world famous UFO sighting house
Oh, yeah?
in McMinnville.
Oh, okay.
So every year on the news during the UFO festival, they show the house. And that was my house.
Oh, that's funny.
So, but anyways, I moved to Portland. I got married, and one of our friends was having whatever those parties are for
The
having a
bachelorette,
baby,
baby shower.
baby shower.
Oh.
She was really big, and people were like, "You're gonna have a triplet." And my wife jumped up and said, "Well, there's a triplet." And the guy, the father, he jumped up because that's where I know you. I went to school with your brother, and he ran up, got his yearbook, came back down. It was my brother.
Yeah.
So he told my mom. My wife wanted to get together and all that. So,
You keep in touch with him now?
well, my wife got a hold of him. My mom gave him the number. The four of us, him and his new bride or whatever, met at a Old Town buffet, and we had nothing in common. We were totally opposite. I had a blonde, he had a redhead wife. I had a white cat, he had a black cat. I was in the lowriders, he was in the four-wheel drives. I was in the rock, he was in the hip hop. There's nothing in common. The wives talk, and we just sat there and looked at each other and ate in silence. That's one thing we have in common, we don't talk. So my parents got a hold of them, we got together, and that was the last time I seen them. So for last year, I was walking in Fred Meyer, and we still looked like each other, and we walked right by each other. We just looked at each other, and people were looking at us, and we didn't say a word to each other.
In Gresham, Fred Meyer?
No, Gateway.
Oh, Gateway.
Yeah, he lives probably like a mile. He lives in Sandy Boulevard.
Oh, really? Are you at least Facebook friends?
No.
No interest.
That's weird.
Nothing. And I've run into people that know, like, I used to go to this Arby's drive-through, and the manager was like, "Leslie." I was like, "No, that's my twin brother." And he was like, "Oh, you're such a joker," and everything. And then I was having my hair cut at Gateway, whatever that hair clip thing is.
Yeah.
And the girl's like, "I just cut your hair last week."
It grows fast.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So, and then the when I was looking for a job, I went to Empire Glass. They wanted to do an interview, and I sat down, and I seen all the commotion, and I was like, I don't think I want to work here. So I got up and left. And then when we met up, we found out that's where he works, is at Empire Glass. So I would have been hired there with him. I mean, that would have been a trip right there.
That would have been a trip.
Oh, wow.
But anyways, yeah, I put on car shows. I went on and took breaks and came out, and people were like, changed clothes already. So you've been there.
That was quick.
So if you see me and it's not me and I ignore you,
It's Leslie then. Okay.
okay.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and in San Diego, you know, we lived in the town. We lived in an all-black Mexican neighborhood, and famous athletes that were my neighbors, like Marcus Allen.
Oh, really?
For the Raiders, he
Oh,
was
wow.
my neighbor. And Steve Dillard, Michael Dokes, the boxer. We just had a ton of stars. Prince lived in my neighborhood for about a year and a half. He dated one of my friend's older sister. So that was before he became somebody. But we moved out because the gangs were just too much. So my mom was from Oregon, so we moved up here. And I was raised in Sheridan,
Oh,
out
okay.
in the country.
Yeah, that's out in the country, yeah.
But we had a McMinnville zip code,
Mhm.
so I had to be bused like 30 minutes to McMinnville,
Mhm.
which is the big city
Yeah,
when you're down there.
sure.
So,
Yeah.
anyways, on there we had a little 5-acre farm. We lived by the dairy, so I had cows and all that.
Fun.
And, got good stories about them too, because they weren't your average animals. I used to take them for walks. I used to play ball, and my first one was Miss. She was a Black Angus cow, and I traded her for a motorcycle. And the kids who got her, they fell in love with her. She used to try to get on the school bus with them. So, anyways, so they couldn't kill her, so they were gonna try to breed her, but she was so spoiled that she wouldn't breed. So they ended up having to butcher her and eat her. So then I had a Holstein that we ate him, and my dad enjoyed every bit of that.
They're eating your pets, man.
He was like, this motherfucker cost us a lot of money. We're gonna eat every bit of him. So I had to eat my own cow. So, anyways, after I graduated, I moved up to Portland, and even in my high school thing, I have a lot of dark sides, which I don't feel comfortable too much about leaving them with you, but it is what it is. So, when I was in high school, I didn't have fast food jobs, nothing like that. I was quiet, had an average grade level, and I looked like a good person, you know, and I dealt drugs on the corner. That's how I made my money. So I hooked up with a drug dealer. I was a girl in McMinnville, and I worked out with her. In my senior year, I had a drug deal that went wrong. sold some marijuana to a junior high kid, and he was a foster kid, and he didn't have the money that day to pay me, so I gave it to him, told him he owed it to me. Well, he went home and got his little foster brother's stone. One fell and hit his head. Had to go to the hospital.
Uh-oh.
So he ended up narking on me, and I went out with a girl that was double backing me and dating him. But my friend caught on. He called me and warned me. So I went to school on that Monday and went to a couple of periods. Nothing happened. And finally they got called to the police the principal's office. And the police were waiting for me. They called my parents. My parents thought they thought the world ended.
The
And
heathen.
I was suspended for 2 weeks, and went to see not the court, but some lady judge pre-court thing or whatever. And my parents went because they had a C average. They let me think about it. They're like, I think about the sentence. I was suspended for 2 weeks from school, and then for 3 weeks I had to sit home and wait to see if I was going to go to jail. And they were like, using marijuana is not a crime. What we care about is selling it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And they said, you're looking up to McLaren till you're 18, and you're looking up to 12 years in the state pen. So I had to think about that, and I sat on my couch and was like, if I gotta go to state pen, I'm just gonna commit suicide. I mean, my size and all that, I couldn't survive the state pen. I'd be brutally murdered in 2 weeks. But because my parents showed up and cared, because they said a lot of parents don't show up and care less about their kids, and they had a C average that they gave me probation until I was 21, and if I kept my nose clean, it's supposed to be erased from my record.
Mm-hmm.
So that was the end of my drug dealing days.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah.
It's probably a good thing, Dave.
Yeah.
My problem of everything was always wanting to make money. So it's con jobs. I ended up getting into the prostitution ring. Not me, but I met up with some girls who were prostituting themselves
In Portland.
and in Portland. And the way I looked at it was they're got to get work anyway, so I can do a service to get them work and keep them protected. So what I did was I went out and bought a bunch of pagers. As when pagers were big.
And they were the thing before cell phones. Yeah.
And they got pagers, and we put out ads, and I had some really big friends who would pick up the girls and drive them to the location,
Mm-hmm.
and then sit there and make sure nothing happened,
Yeah.
and they got their money. And I was, I wasn't like a pimp. I gave them the money that they wanted. They wanted $100, they got $100, and I took enough to pay for my fee and pay my security driver.
Mm-hmm.
So, and then I ended up getting into high-end prostitutes, women that you never would think is a prostitute.
Mm-hmm. Here in Portland.
That went for big businessmen and everything.
Mm-hmm. Like the traveling salesman, they
Yeah.
come into town. So
And, we're talking $5,000 to $10,000 a job.
Mm-hmm.
And same thing. We take the girl up to their hotel room. I have a bodyguard right there, collect the money. And with them, there's no problems.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I guess I should tell you the way I got into it is I probably won't disclose of what I did really in my younger days when I got into the prostitution, but I just met people and that's how I ended up doing a few jobs and everything. But I wasn't popular with like the pimps on Union Avenue.
Mm-hmm.
So we got chased down a couple of times
I
by
see.
Cadillac